just defeated a Wraith in a chamber. It was a very easy. It was a very easy battle.
It was.
Suspiciously easy, even. Possibly maniacally easy. Almost as easy as your mom.
Almost. Let's search the sarcophagus. Like, that's the reason we pushed it open to begin with.
There was a Wraith inside. That's...
Right. What else is inside now that there's no Wraith?
There doesn't appear to be anything inside, but you can't see the corridor that you had seen on the map.
But we cannot see that corridor?
No. The sarcophagus seems to be in the way of where that is. It's standing upright against the wall.
Oh, well, let's pull that away.
Strength check.
6. Someone help me with this.
Yeah, you don't pull it away.
I have some lengths of rope. We can tie some rope to, like, the top of the sarcophagus and leverage it over.
You're the strong one. Here, let me show you how it's done.
The gnome rolls up his sleeve. And
I only rolled a 2. Like...
the gnome
13.
The gnome is also unsuccessful in his attempt at moving the sarcophagus.
Alright, I will try. Move out of the way, boys.
Karen swoops her "let me speak to the manager" haircut out of her eyes.
It's called a bob.
It's called a Roberta.
So I rolled a 13.
You are also unsuccessful in moving the sarcophagus. Ben, what did you roll to assist?
22.
With your powers combined, you're able to easily move the sarcophagus. Both of you roll a dex check.
I rolled a 4.
The sarcophagus falls on top of both of you, dealing 3 damage each.
It was 13, but yeah. I think armor check penalty, like, counts against us on that as well.
You both take a slight amount of squish.
Ow,
damage.
my toe!
Yeah. It falls on top of you. It hurts to fall down.
That's fine.
You're unhappy.
Karen's gonna want to speak to his manager now.
Yes.
Beyond...
How dare you! Why would you push that over on top of me?
Moving the sarcophagus reveals an opening that leads into a 5-foot wide, 10-foot high corridor just beyond. The floor of the corridor is a hewn stone, worn smooth enough that it doesn't interfere with movement.
It's only a 5-foot wide corridor, so only one of us can go through at a time.
Yeah, because you're all fat as fuck.
We need to assign a marching order.
I'll stay at 3rd place, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'll take 4th.
You wanna be in the back for all of the things that come up behind us?
Yeah, no, I'll take 2nd, actually.
Okay.
Alright, Kaley, are you taking point, or are you bringing out the rear?
I'm gonna be 3rd.
I'm 3rd.
Mike's
You
3rd.
can't. I'm more 3rder than you.
The 2 squishy ones are in the middle. You're either first or last, and
Okay,
I'm the other.
I'll protect everyone's behind.
Alright.
I renew the light spell end
I just
because
make
it's
sure.
free.
As you make your way through the hallway, you notice absolutely nothing out of the ordinary. It seems to be a free space that the benevolent DM has allowed for you to travel through, unheeded by monsters. You're welcome, for this shall be the last of any benevolent acts that you receive from the Dungeon Master.
Oh, snapper.
I don't see shit.
Got 12.
Search.
I got an
Because,
18.
like, everyone's doing it.
Is everybody searching, or is everybody rolling perception?
I thought they were the same.
No, search is a skill. Perception check is just, ooh, look at the things around me. Am I looking or noticing the things around me?
Well,
I rolled
Searching
So that would be spot.
yeah, it'd be spot. Okay.
I rolled an 18 spot.
Okay, you
Well,
are
in that case, that would be dropped to a 19 instead of a 22.
You're in a 20-foot square room that has masonry walls and flagged stone floors. Green stains run down the walls from the remains of copper hooks. A few still have threads or scraps of rotting cloth hanging on them. The faint smell of sulfur hangs in the air. Suddenly, from the darkness, 2 cloaked figures fly out at you. Roll initiative.
Do these appear to be Wraith-like forms similar to what we saw before?
They do appear to be Wraith-like. They appear to be slightly different than the Wraiths from before. They're much larger.
I rolled a 7 on initiative.
Oh, I rolled 20.
So I rolled a 1.
Kaley's not interested in the battle.
9.
Ben is also slightly uninterested in the battle. Wraith 1, 7. Wraith 2 rolled an 18.
I will bolster Pincushion's interest in the battle by casting Bull Strength on him.
I feel stronger.
I will move to the back of the party, behind everyone.
Wraith number 2 comes flying at Pincushion and attacks using incorporeal touch.
Don't touch me.
Bad touch.
Bad touch. Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Your constitution is drained 8 points.
Oh, God. Really?
Jesus.
8 points, deals 11 damage. The look on your face is priceless. You look like you just got smacked on the bottom by your daddy.
Well, it's just like, you know what -8 con does?
Yes, I do.
It's like, you've got AIDS now. Sorry. You just instantly develop
Fuck.
full-blown AIDS.
Right.
Now that you've all seen what this creature can do, it's probably best figure out a defense because there are 2 of them.
Did that touch have a save?
Nope,
It was probably a touch attack.
But I thought most touch attacks had like a will save.
not seeing a will save on here.
Like, I would gladly take a will save for that. Like, even for even for half of that.
I'll double check the monster manual. You can do a fortitude save, Ben. Do you want to try?
Yes.
Fortitude
Yes,
save.
I do.
It
Yeah, I
is-
guess that really
26.
would be a fortitude
It's-
save.
26. Can I not take the -8 con and only take the 11 damage?
Okay, yeah, that's saved, but you still take the damage.
That is
Agreeable.
more acceptable. I will attempt to rebuke the undead. 16 is the total hit die of undead that I can. But anyway, so if 16 is double their hit die, then I have
It
command of them. If not,
This has a great deal more hit die than that.
they are rebuked. All attack rolls against them are at +2, and then they're -2 to hit me.
Mike's turn.
Okay. Well then, I am gonna cast Mage Armor on myself. And I'll take a few steps back, make sure I'm kind of away from the things.
So Mike takes a few steps back. Wraith number 2 is going to fly up to Kaley. He is going to try to touch her. Roll fortitude. Touch you in your no-no square.
My fortitude is 20.
You rolled 20
Rolled a 12, but I have an 8 bonus.
plus
Fortitude.
8. That does not save.
What do I have to roll to save?
More than what you did.
2 constitution damage and dealing 4 points of regular damage.
And how many loss of constitution?
Yeah, it was 2.
I'm gonna hit it with my sword. 9 to hit.
No.
Here I go again, just spinning in circles with my sword. Do I get to add my melee bonus though?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, well
Only-
then that changes things.
Oh.
Okay, so 17.
Okay, that hits.
Yay! Okay. 8. 8 damage.
How deep underground are we? Like, how thick is the ceiling of this tunnel between, like, us and the sky?
You do not know.
We'll see about that. Hang on. Can I use some sort of knowledge nature roll to acquire this?
What would
You wouldn't
you-
really have any idea of knowing how thick the rock is above us.
Maybe I have good enough knowledge of nature and survival skills that I know some sort of trick to test that on the fly.
How...
I live in the woods. You don't know what I know.
I know that that's not something that a knowledge nature roll would give you.
You could like
Maybe knowledge
you could, like,
engineering.
you could like turn into a bat and like echolocate maybe the
I don't think that would give me
thickness
the.
of-
That's more like the space of like the room, but not like the thickness of the wall.
How about instead you try like helping in combat?
I want to use wild shape to transform into a giant badger, and then
You want to take something
Tunnel.
that has less armor class than you do, Gabe.
I want to tunnel upwards out of the cave.
Can a
Do they have a
badger-
specific skill to dig through stone?
And can they climb walls and ceilings?
I could,
They could-
burrow
they could probably
sideways
climb.
and up. Yeah, that's not an issue. But I thought we were in a cave.
Okay,
Of
you're in a
rock.
I mean, it's
chamber
obviously
built
going to be
from stone.
dirt patches that I can burrow through. Badgers have ways. Hang on,
Area's been
I
described as
also
huge
have soften
stone.
earth that I can use to soften the earth to
You
burrow.
can't do both of those in one turn.
Do you have wild? Yeah, and do you have wild casting?
Yes.
I'm just gonna
Soften earth, work
transform.
on-
Fine. I'm just gonna wild shape instead into an ape and punch something. No, that's a lie. Sorry. This is for reals. I want to wild form into a velociraptor.
If you have
Hey, if you
access to a
can't-
velociraptor.
Yes, I do.
If you can't shapeshift into a kangaroo, then
Ah.
you can't shapeshift into a.
You have
Velociraptor is 1.5 challenge rating, which no, it's
Here's the
1-4.
thing. Okay, DM's gonna lay down the rules. You do not live in historic times. There are no dinosaurs. You've never seen a dinosaur. You've never been to an archaeology museum or a paleontology museum. You have no knowledge of dinosaurs.
Fine.
You cannot
Transform
wild
into an ape.
form. Roll to see if that's something you know. Roll to see if that is something that you're.
I
aware
live in the
exists.
forest. How would I not know what a gorilla is?
Are there
Are there
They live in
gorillas
the
in
jungle.
Idaho?
Yes. Hang on. What is the general climate of the region that we live in?
temperate, mountainous?
What's the
forest?
biome like?
Think Middle Earth. You would know what a bear is, you would know what a deer is, you wouldn't know what an ape or a gorilla is. You might have met somebody who had a pet monkey once.
I'm a druid. I study animals, so that's my thing. So an ape seems like the kind of thing that I would that would be one of the first things I would learn about if I'm studying.
Roll knowledge nature to see if you know what an ape is.
I got 9.
No, you don't know what an ape is.
So I know what a fucking crocodile is, but I don't know what an ape is?
Crocodiles live in
You're-
Florida.
Yeah, I don't live in Florida and Middle Earth are completely different climate. Middle Earth is
There's swamps in Middle Earth.
There are crocodiles that live all over the world. They live in North America. There are some that live in Europe. Crocodiles live all over. Apes are very specific to one continent.
Can I just lightning
Per-
the fucking
yeah, say,
ghost?
personally, I'd
I'm just
recommend
I'm
lightning.
just gonna lightning the ghost. It's like, you guys don't want me to have any fun. Ape's the best combat form I have.
Yeah, D&D isn't really a game you go in and min-max just because you have the knowledge of how to do it.
Roll for damage.
6.
Slightly less HP.
Oh, it now has slightly less HP, and it is now that. I'm just gonna call it a Wraith. It's going to attack Pincushion. Fortitude save.
18.
Okay, that does not save. -1 on Constitution.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, and 11 damage.
God, I wish you wouldn't.
I'm just rolling the dice.
Needs to chug a cure light real quick. It's a good heal for 10. And then I'll take a swing at the guy in front of me. 23.
That hits.
10 damage?
Mike's turn.
I continue to stay kind of back where I am and cast Bull Strength on Heron.
It's just +4 strength.
In front of you misses. Now your turn.
Is it because it can't see us?
Oh no, they have sense life. They can see you. They can feel your breath. They can feel the blood pulsing through your veins.
Can I cast Stop It, please?
You can try, but it's not your turn. Holy Knight of Cuponia, it is now your turn.
It was +4 to hit, right?
+2.
+2.
22 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
6 damage.
I'm just gonna lightning, and it rolls for 11.
Wraith 2's turn. He's going to attack Ben. And he misses.
And there was much rejoicing.
And there
There
was
was much
feasting
rejoicing.
upon the cereals.
And fruit bats and orangutan.
They will continue the slog of slaying the Wraith in front of me. 16 damage.
Oh,
It
okay.
was critical.
Mike's turn.
Can I in any way tell whether or not the Wraiths seem to be injured?
They're undead. How can you tell if a ghost is injured? How can you tell if a Wraith is injured? Does it bleed ectoplasm?
It might.
I mean, alterations to its appearance. You cut off a zombie's arm, then you know a sword can cut a zombie.
When you attack them, every time lightning hits or every time sword hits, there's like a puff of smoke and they get just a little bit smaller.
I'm just gonna use my burning hands at the one that is attacking the pincushion.
What does that sound like?
Whoosh.
Whoosh, whoosh,
Whoosh.
whoosh.
Whoosh. 13 total damage.
Wraith number 2's turn to attack, and it misses. Wait.
Oh,
No, sorry, wait, that was a d12. It still misses.
Ah. I want to hit it with my sword. 22.
22 hits.
7 damage. Sean, lightning, go!
How far away am I from the wraiths and feet?
Far enough to hit it with lightning, go!
About 5 feet away from it. If you
Then
wanna,
I will lightning.
We give you
Yeah.
a spear. Spears have a reach as well, so like where you're only one square behind me, you can concentrate on the spell and still stab with your spear at range.
Oh, cool. I do that. The spell rolls for 11. Okay, so I roll
The
14.
spear is an attack.
To just the d20 plus 3 rolls for 14.
Okay.
that misses.
So I haven't been using my base attack bonus.
Oh, that sucks.
To hit.
Yeah. So that's how fucking dumb I am today.
Yeah, that's alright.
Wraith in front of Ben is going to attack. It hits.
Please no.
4 Constitution, 7 damage.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
You could just grab the druid and use him as a shield. It's not against your alignment.
It might come to that soon.
Might hit you with lightning if you try it.
You should probably use one of those potions.
I am. I'm also going to cast Lesser Restoration on myself. For 4, yay! A potion 7? Okay. But unfortunately, that's all on my turn.
So, question: the effects of healing potions, like they take effect pretty instantly when you consume them. What's the rule on if it was administered intravenously?
Also instantly. But your party member would have to agree to let you inject them with a potion.
So, what's stopping me from pouring some health potion on my dagger and stabbing the undead with it, since healing technically damages undead?
as a poison against undead.
What's stopping you? What if you poured healing potion on your dagger and then stabbed Ben with it?
The
Before you
question
do
is, would it
anything
do more
hasty,
damage?
It should serve you to know I'm probably gonna kill Ben on my next turn, and I wouldn't waste anything on him.
You think you're gonna kill me on your next turn, except trying to spend a round healing.
I think I'll pass on that for now. I don't think my character's chaotic enough to really come up with that unless the situation were extremely dire. But it sounds funny, and I would be very amused by letting that play out. So, not to say that it's not a good idea.
Stab Ben for full health?
No, and instead, I'm going to use my turn to ready a potion and approach Karen to prepare to add it to her weapon. So, should she choose to divert her attention to me for a turn, can then apply it for her. I'll use a Cure Light.
The other Wraith's turn, attacking Karen, completely misses, dealing damage to itself,
Touches his own no square.
breaks his dick.
I think it would have been really funny if he dealt damage to himself and then he died.
The Wraith is confused. It hurts itself in its confusion. If you want to divert your attention to Mike, he's going to put a potion of Cure Light Wounds on your sword so that you can deal extra damage on your turn. You can choose not to let that happen, or you can choose to let that happen.
I don't want you to waste it though.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Alright, do it.
I do the thing.
You deal an extra 13 damage on your next turn.
Oh damn, okay. If I don't not miss.
That one's always been fuzzy for me. I've always ruled if somebody applies poison to a weapon, I will give them 1d4 uses before it's completely lost its effect or wiped off.
You no longer have this effect on your weapon. You get 3 uses.
I will lightning the Wraith. I want to move behind the gnome to be far away from Ben and further from the Wraiths than anyone else.
You realize that this looks the equivalent of you hiding behind a child, right?
So he hides behind the gnome.
I'm gonna kill him if he makes a meat shield out of me. Here, be my meat shield.
So
Yeah, I'm not saying that his plan was bad. I was saying I didn't like it.
the druid, afraid of becoming a meat shield by the dark paladin, hides behind the gnome so he can use the gnome as his own meat.
I don't even know how you do about that. That's not anything we would have discussed openly in combat.
But no, I'll lightning this shit if I can still.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can.
Jesus, hits for 15.
Ooh, yay.
Cool. It is now that Wraith's turn. He is going to attack Ben, because it's been doing good things for him, and he misses.
Thank God.
Oh.
It's now Ben's turn.
Attack him. 24 to hit.
Yep.
13 damage.
Because fuck that guy.
He did.
Thank God.
In a puff of smoke, it disappears, just bleeding darkness all over the floor. The darkness subsides, and there is only one left.
Only one remains. I will use my burning hands upon it
Chlamydia?
for
Burn.
9 damage.
And it is now that Wraith's turn. It's going to attack Kaley and misses.
I rolled a nat 20.
Wow. Okay.
Nice. Okay, 27.
Kaley deals 27 damage.
And that was pretty nifty.
Yeah.
The Wraith lets out a shriek of pain and anger.
I'm gonna lightning the Wraith. It gets 10.
How is this thing still the fuck alive?
Because really,
Only did,
Ben's
like-
been the only one doing significant damage to these things.
No, I feel like Sean's been doing work with the lightning bolts.
Because
Yeah.
3 people were focused on attacking the other one, and only 1 person was attacking
Yeah.
this one, and there had only been 9
We-
damage done to it
We
before.
we really pounded on one of them, and the other one is not. But
Hey,
like, this guy's
I've
gonna
been
get an ass
slinging
beating.
fat buffs around.
That's true. Is there room where I could like move in like behind the Wraith and pinch it in between me and Kaley? Make sure I can get flanking bonuses.
Yeah, you can do that. It is now flanked. It is now sandwiched between 2 paladins.
Let's get our stabs on. That might not be great. 22. Still added to a 22 with bonuses. Damn. Okay. 13 damage.
Trying to see what's the I'm trying to find the rule on providing a distraction to give bonuses for everyone else in combat.
You gonna throw a rock at it? I think it would just go right through.
I'm just going to I'm gonna throw hands at this guy for 12 damage.
It is now the Wraith's turn. It's going to attack Kaley. -2 Constitution. 6 damage.
Roll fortitude.
I rolled an 18.
No Constitution damage.
I'll take 6 regular damage over 2 Constitution damage every day.
Kaley's turn.
My turn. Okay, so I rolled an 18.
So you should be at a 28 to hit.
Okay.
Okay.
It hits. Roll for damage.
You hit the shit out of it.
20,
22.
22 is killing it right now. Literally only because of Mike.
He did.
Hey. Anyway, so we've cleared room 4 then. As much as I would like to just loop back into like 3B or 3D and 3C, God might kill us if we don't proceed directly to room 5.
Wise.
I would like to rest.
I'd like to rest.
I want new spells.
Yeah.
So after
Watch
waking
order.
up from a long rest where we walked for an hour and then we're gonna go sleep again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Tired from combat.
I mean, we've been awake for less than an hour.
Let's continue going then.
Forward.
10-foot hallway, so Kaley and I can go in first, shoulder to shoulder.
I would like to follow a minimum of 20 feet behind the 2 of them at all times.
So you march forth through the corridor towards room 5, and Sean trails behind 20 feet.
I'll make spot checks, see if I
Yeah,
notice anything
general
interesting.
taking in of the surroundings. Yeah.
Okay, you're now in the corridor before room 5. There's a large wooden door before you.
Is it open?
Not currently open, no.
Like to listen at the door for anything.
Do you hold up like a glass to the door? Remove your helmet?
No, he just stabs a helmet spike into it and uses
Yeah,
the
just
vibration straight from the helmet.
15.
You do not hear anything of note. You hear your helmet clang and echo through the door. On the other side of the door, you can hear the echo of your helmet clanging.
Just general spot check around the room. I roll a 16.
Yeah.
Around the room number 4 that we're in. Like, is this just a transitional hallway with no real decor or anything, or...
The room that you were in before appeared to be some sort of cloakroom. Pincushion, you now hear a very soft padding around the room in front of you.
Very soft padding.
Yeah, like something walking around.
Is it? Does it seem to be walking steadily, or does it sound like it's? Sounds like there's animals back here.
We should do a barbecue about it.
You about
Okay.
it?
Not really anything we can do with the door closed, so let's look at getting it open. Is it locked?
It appears to be locked.
You said this door is made of wood?
It is made of wood.
I would like to invite everyone else to stand back and let the fire wizard use his fire hands to fire the door. I will stand back like 5 to 10 feet, somewhere acceptable for flames to be blasting against so that I don't singe myself.
He did invite us to stand back, which I have graciously accepted.
Yes.
17 damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's no door there.
The door.
Then I guess if it is on fire, it would passively take 1d4 damage per turn.
Okay, the door
So I can just wait it out.
The door bursts into flame and smolders. Eventually, after some time has passed, it disintegrates into ash, leaving nothing behind but the iron handles and the hinges still attached to the stone wall.
Does the handle float comically in the air while the door burns up like a cartoon matchstick and then wobbles and falls to the ground?
Well, this is a Bethesda release, so we'll say yes.
Hit rockets all over the place.
As the door is crumbling apart, but before it's like passable terrain, are we able to like see through and see what's on the other side?
The door is now gone. You can still no longer see into the room. You notice as you step through the threshold of the door that the light spell on your armor does not cast light into the room.
Oh, there's darkness spell in here.
As you walk into the threshold of the door, the light spell on your armor dissipates.
If I step back through, does the light come back?
It does not. Stepping through the barrier dispelled your light spell.
I would like to use Knowledge Arcana to try to figure out the fuck.
While he's doing that, I will prepare a regular torch with just flint and steel.
That is a 15.
You sense that there has been a very powerful darkness spell that has been cast upon this room.
Hey guys, this situation here, it's kind of fucked.
I don't like it. As I bring the non-magical torch light source closer to the edge of the darkness, does it help any being a non-magical source?
It does not permeate the darkness.
I wouldn't expect it to. But I assume that it does not snuff out. I'm still holding a flaming torch.
You're still holding a flaming torch, but it does not permeate
But
the
it is
darkness.
not emanating anything.
It is like drawing a picture of flame on a piece of black paper. It causes no light,
Yeah.
but you can see the flame.
This room is Vanta black.
Really is.
Okay,
Wild shape into an owl for dark vision and look around the room.
You wild form into an owl, and you fly into the darkness of the room. As you fly into the darkness, you see the outline of 3 canine-type forms. You can see their outline, and they blend in perfectly with the darkness, and they immediately descend upon you as you fly into the room.
What's your flat-footed AC?
15.
Sean, take 26 damage. You hear in the darkness that your compatriot is being attacked.
Before stepping into the room, I will cast Web on the ground in the room, because he flew in there, so my logic says he's maybe still in the air. And if he's not, well, then everybody's stuck in place.
They are stuck.
I would like to take this opportunity to fly back out of the room to safety.
Sean, you are able to safely fly out of the room. You can choose to roll initiative or not enter the room. But it would appear that there is no other way forward.
Hey guys, before we go any further, why don't we just try to smoke out whatever's in there?
I'm completely on board with setting that, all of that web in that room, just set it all on fire and try and get them out into room 4 towards the light.
I'm going to cast Stinking Cloud into the room, which should hopefully anything that hasn't been incapacitated will no longer be able to do anything other than retch and walk around, and anything that is stuck in the web will not be able to resist the web and try to break out.
Can I change my wild shape to a bat and echolocate the room? This is my last for the day, yeah?
Yeah, because it's 3 per day right now.
Plus spot.
Yeah, plus your spot.
Okay, so 21.
You see what you saw before. You see 3 vaguely dog-shaped forms that seem to be phasing in and out of the existence with the shadows.
God damn it.
Is it obvious to us what he is doing?
Is it obvious to you that a bat is making loud squeaking noises? Yes. Roll for knowledge nature on bats.
A 7.
You hear a bat making squeak sounds. It's adorable.
Awesome. Bats are great sky foxes.
It's just a sky puppy making some cute sounds.
I admire it.
I wanna like wild shape back to normal person mode
It's a good plan.
so I can inform them
No, it's mine. Give it to me.
of what I learned.
Then I'm going to try to approximate my shot for Fire Strike, the center of the highest concentration of animals, plus or minus whatever direction I missed by, if it wasn't accurate. The spell itself is a 10-foot radius cylinder that goes up to 40 feet high, 20-foot diameter circle.
So you shoot off into the darkness.
Okay, it does 5d6 damage. For intents and purposes of resistances, half of whatever damage put out is fire damage, the other half is just divine force.
Roll for damage.
That is 22 damage, 11 of which is considered fire, per creature. Everything in that radius.
Here,
Since they are bound, they cannot get their dex save.
you hear whines and shrieks of pain, as if coming from coming from a dog that had just been hit by a car.
Jesus.
It's like somebody's in there smashing puppies with a hammer.
Excellent.
Okay.
One other thing to note with all of the webs that were in the room previously, the fire will ignite webbing, causing an additional 2d4 points of fire damage to anything caught in the webs as they burn.
Were we even sure if these were bad?
Nope. It's magical darkness, and there's things in there that attacked. He came out obviously mauled, taking 2/3 of his damage going in and out. Pretty obvious someone fucked him up, so that's the nope room.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was a bird. What if it was like a dog
Nope.
chased
Yeah, that's
after
the
birds?
nope room.
We don't know.
Yeah, what if it was just a dog chasing a bird, guys? You can assume whatever is in that room just took a lot of damage.
Well, I hope you guys appreciate that one, because I get 2 of those a week. Your turn.
Everybody needs to roll initiative.
I'm on an 11.
15.
3! Even the Google Dice roller doesn't like me for initiative.
14.
14. 3 very large dogs. All 3 of them descend upon Ben, and as a unit, attack him.
Can I detect evil
2 of them hit.
on them?
Yeah, you can. 2 of them hit, dealing 16 damage.
Ow.
Are they evils?
They are neutral evil.
Who's a good dog?
Are they good boys?
Who's a good dog?
They
Do
were
they look like normal dogs, or is it obvious that there's something
They're
odd about
They-
them? Like, they're not a phase beast or something, right?
They're
no,
not-
they're definitely like,
they look like
I don't know if they're phase beasts or displacer beasts.
Yeah.
One of the two.
they appear very similar to normal dogs. They seem to blend in perfectly with the shadows. They remain right at the edge of the darkness of the room.
I think those are displacer beasts. Or, yeah.
I don't know.
Haley, are you going to kill the sweet puppies? You're gonna whap the puppers on the poop them on the snoot?
Okay. Alternatively, heal me.
You could heal Ben. You could just stab Ben with your sword because it still has the potion on it. You have one more. You have one.
1d8 damage to do 1d8 healing.
It cancels out.
Oh, 13 healing.
13.
Oh,
healing.
right.
You get maximum.
Okay, Kaley, you could stab Ben with your sword and heal him.
That's true. You would minimum Worst case scenario, like if you dealt max damage with your sword, heal me for 2.
And technically, since he's evil, you could justify causing him undue pain.
You got 10. You've got 10 points of healing that you can do at will.
I'm gonna go for the beasts. Okay, I can heal you, but you have to promise to start being nice. Lay on hands and heal Ben for 10.
I just want to drink from my potion. I'm not going to do damage to animals.
Okay.
I mean, they're not
I don't care.
actual animals. They're like
I'm not going to damage them. They are close enough that I'm not going to. I'm not going to zap a doggo.
it's not a dog.
These are like hell beasts.
Peyton
So
needs a
Sean-
dog too.
Are you drinking a Cure Light Wounds potion, or are you drinking one of the special potions?
One of the special ones.
Okay, roll Fortitude.
Chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it.
Are you drinking the whole thing, or are you taking a sip?
Just
Chug
a sip.
it.
Okay. You can take a sip, but you also need to roll Fortitude, please.
7.
Okay, you are healed for half damage, and you shit yourself. Because it has been in that bottle a long time, it is very old.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step backwards to disengage safely from these guys, and then I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Just inside the doorway, along the length that I can see, I will cast Wall of Fire. Anything immediately caught in it will take 2d6 plus 5 damage. Anything within 10 feet will just take 2d4 damage, and anything within 20 feet will take 1d4.
Alright, you all hear high-pitched shrieking and yelping as the dogs are devoured by flame. And then suddenly, silence. The darkness dispels as flaming corpses of the dogs smolder on the ground, and they dissolve into shadow.
Ta 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 ta.
We got wailed on by a couple of dread wraiths. We got less wailed on by a couple of blink dogs. No, not blink dogs. What were they?
Shadow Dane.
Shadow Danes, or yeah, something like that. Shadow Mastiffs. They didn't get to wail on us. We did good things in the room to them.
I'm so glad we did good things.
Mike cast web, and then Mike cast like divine strike or something like that, and that was like all that needed to happen.
Flaming strike.
Flaming strike.
In the room before you, you could tell there used to be furniture. But because of Mike's flaming strike, there is nothing left in the room.
There is shaped charcoal.
I'm taking a nap.
If we're sleeping, I want to change my spells.
Okay, prepare your spells and send them to the Dungeon Master. So you are in a 5-foot wide, 10-foot long sitting room, used to be. It smells strongly of sulfur in this room. It could be because of the spell that Mike cast. It could be because one of you passed wind, or it could just be because that's how it smells here. You don't see anything on the walls. It's just the walls are made of stone. The only passageway that appears to be available to go through is the one that you can.
I will search for hidden devices or buttons or secret doors. 24.
Okay. You find that one of the walls, eastern side of the room, appears to be made of a different material than the other walls.
Did he find any secret mechanism for opening?
You did not find any secret mechanisms for opening. You don't see any trap mechanisms.
Hey, this wall looks funny. Anyone want to give it a push?
I can give it a push. A mighty push! Can you please stop calling it a push? I do not know if my push was mighty enough. 18.
It was not mighty enough. Does anyone else want to give it a mighty push?
Do I feel like the wall give like it all?
You feel like it's not made of stone.
Can we stop? I'm trying to take a nap.
What, we did that?
You chill
Yeah,
out
I thought
for a
we
minute.
did that. Like, it's
Yeah,
not like
this is
assumed that that's
post-nap.
I'm
finished.
still sleeping. I need a full
Get
8 hours of sleep.
Karen needs her beauty sleep.
it doesn't help.
Okay.
Get up and help me push this wall in.
Okay.
I guess I've slept
has
enough.
had the sleep.
then.
I think we should get a couple of us for a combined strength check to try one more time for a shove on it, like other mechanism for opening.
like detected if the wall or door is magic, or are we just assuming it's not?
We have not done any detecting of magic.
Okay, yeah, I want to detect magic on this then, just to be safe.
It does not appear to be magic.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we try a combined strength check between a few of us to push this open, where one's not.
Can I knock on the wall section like a door? I knock on it.
You hear sort of a hollow echoing sound.
I can take a guess, an educated guess, by like knocking on it and seeing if it feels like stone or wood. 6.
Yeah, you don't know. You have no idea.
Yeah.
This could be.
Pincushion has
anything.
never seen stone before.
Right.
Does not know how to
I have
identify
no
it.
idea what a tree looks like.
All I can see is the inside of this helmet.
Right.
Yeah, he can't tell. It's too dark. And
Wouldn't you say knowledge nature would help identify the material?
If you want to roll for it, yeah.
Ben, you're gonna have to roll for me while I'm down here.
Do you trust Ben to roll for you? I would never trust Ben with anything.
Well, if he lies, I can see.
It's really weird that you married me then.
That's why she married
I took
you,
one
because
for
she
a-
can always trust you to be untrustworthy, which makes you trustworthy.
So Kell Foxshroud rubs his hands all over the wall, listens to it, knocks on it, determines that this is not made of stone.
Do I know what it is made of?
You do not know what it is made of.
So we know it's not magic, and
And it's not stone.
It's not magic.
it's not
stone.
wood, so it's probably not a material that would occur in like nature, or else I would recognize it, right? It's not a material that I recognize, but it's also not necessarily man-made, is what we left off at, right?
It's not necessarily
Right.
that you don't recognize the material. It's just that you don't recognize it in this context.
It's not that you don't know.
Yeah, it's like I know it, but I can't
It's
bring
like,
to the forefront of
what
my mind
the
what it is.
fuck? Right,
Yeah, yeah. Let's all push.
Everybody roll strength.
I got a 10. Sean got a 7.
21.
3.
With
Karen,
our powers
save us.
combined, Karen can push open the door, maybe?
The wall completely crumbles, revealing a passageway beyond.
Let's get some light going. It
You wouldn't like her when she's offended.
appears to be a 10-foot wide hallway, so we can move up it abreast.
I want to be 20 feet behind the person in the front of the group. I
Who's
don't
in the
care where that
front?
puts me.
Who's in the front?
Me and Karen. There's enough room in the hallway for both of us to stand
you-
side by side.
Okay, so you're just like linking arms and standing side by side, creating a paladin wall?
Yeah, let's paladin wall forward. Keep the squishy guys safe.
We'll stay behind.
I'll let
The-
you go
the two
ahead. I'm still salty
metal
with you
walls.
for rustling around in the goddamn cave and waking me up.
That's fine. You can be in the back then and protect the ass end.
Gonna
But
be behind you.
am I able to see to the end of the hallway?
Ooh, you cannot see the end of the hallway.
Okay.
The sulfur smell gets very strong here, and as you approach the fork, you can hear a bubbling sound. The corridor is noticeably warmer as you approach this bend. But where would you like to go?
Does one particular hallway feel warmer than another?
I'm gonna walk up to the bend and poke my head around the corner because I have an armored and protected head.
It does feel noticeably warmer this direction.
It is noticeably warmer this direction.
As you go to the corner and peek around, the bubbling sound grows much louder. You can hear a bubbling sound as you look around the corner, and
As like I'm peeking around the corner, how far down the hall can I see shining my light around?
you see in front of you a sort of bridge. The light is very dim, so you can't really see on either side of the bridge. Whatever is under the bridge is shrouded in darkness.
I'll walk forward a little bit and see if I can get a better view of whatever seems to be bubbling under it.
The smell of sulfur is very strong.
Sounds like a bowl of mac and cheese stampeding through peanut butter. We'll go this way. This seems interesting, sure.
Okay. Below you appears to be a bubbling tar pit. The tar is very hot. As you approach the edge of the bridge, gazing over the side, your armor begins to heat up.
Worm.
Roll fortitude.
14.
You begin sweating inside of your armor. You're very uncomfortable. Other than being uncomfortable, you're fine. It's like walking around a medieval fair.
On a super fucking hot day in fucking full plate. Does anything appear to be over there?
A bridge troll.
Yeah, maybe a fucking tar pit bridge troll. I don't know. I don't think that's a monster that exists, but like it might now. I only rolled a 3, so I didn't see anything.
Okay. See absolutely nothing. Do you continue across the bridge?
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
Ben went across the bridge. Mike is going across the bridge. As Sean begins to cross the bridge, suddenly a creature with stony skin that appeared to have been concealing itself beneath the stone. It has several arms and several legs and a gaping maw-like orifice right in the center of its body between its arms. A giant stony eye and long claws.
Is that on our side or on Sean's side?
It's separating Sean from the bridge.
Separating Sean from the bridge.
Okay, so between Karen and Sean, I scoot my patoot to the end of the chute.
Yeah, I would like to follow him.
You're cut off by a monster, sir.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move backwards down the hallway away from the monster a bit.
Sean moves away from the monster, and suddenly, several more appear.
How big are they?
They're about 5.5 feet tall. There are 3 between you and Sean and the bridge, and there's another one right next to Sean, separating Sean from his exit. Climb up from the stone and pull themselves up onto the pavement, mumbling to each other in their own language.
I think we should just back away.
And leave Sean to die?
They haven't done anything yet.
Are they speaking a language anyone knows?
Not currently.
I think we should just walk away.
3 of them are standing at the foot of the bridge. One of them is standing between Sean and the exit. They're all mumbling to each other in their own language. One of them points at Kaley's sword and mumbles in common, "shiny," and then they start speaking in their own language again.
I think we leave them alone.
Can I wave and say hello?
Shout across the bridge over the bubbling tar pits.
Hi!
One of them stops and just kind of looks over and then whispers something to one of his friends. They whisper back, and he says, "You have shiny?"
Maybe.
I ask why you need shiny.
We eat shiny.
I suppose I will produce a bag of caltrops and present it in my hands to them. I hold it out and see if they're interested. Oh, I took them out of the bag and I have one.
I assume he poured them in his hand.
Shiny?
The first one walks past Kaley and walks past the pincushion, takes the bag, looks inside of it, seems pleased, takes the bag from you and goes back to his friends, shows it to them, and then they all go back underground.
All right, let's get going.
Can I rush to catch up with everyone very quickly?
Yeah, but do a dex check, please, because you're running across the tar pit.
A rickety bridge.
A rickety bridge over a boiling tar pit.
It's fucking 4.
Jesus.
For a 7.
Okay, Sean trips on his face, but he is able to.
Luckily, not into the tar.
He doesn't fall into the tar. He manages to stand up and walk across the bridge.